No game is perfect, and even with all the games that came out in 2024, there's gonna be flaws, even Game of the Year. So what better way to find these flaws than the most reliable source, Metacritic. Today we're gonna read all the bad reviews from the best games, starting with Game of the Year, Astro Bot. Too expensive and much too short. If it was 20 to 30 bucks, it'd be fine. But with the little content, this game is way out of its league for demanding $70. I hear your take, brother, and I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think that's a valid reason to give it a 1 out of 10. Why didn't you do the research? Now I think this is the problem with our generation. Yeah, me sounding like a boomer right now. Games back then weren't even that long. Now we get like games that are billions of hours that you can clock in and do everything. That a game that's well crafted like Astro Bot, people complain about just because it's too short, and that's really it. Now, I'm not saying his opinion isn't wrong. I'm just saying giving it a 1 out of 10 just based off of price is kind of funny. The gameplay itself is decent, but it doesn't feel groundbreaking. The controls are a little clunky at times, and while the visuals are cute and colorful, there's nothing particularly impressive or unique about it. Let me stop you right there, Gcritic412. Why'd you give it a 0 though? A 0 out of 10. You want to explain that one? The gameplay itself is decent. With that statement by itself, it shouldn't be a 0 then. You want to show me another game that looks like Astro Bot? I'll wait. Now, I'm not defending Astro Bot, to be fair. Let me keep that in mind. I'm just saying, like, some people's logics aren't logicking. I hate to break it to you, but I've never seen another game look like this. You show me another game, and I'll eat a toad. On God. The gameplay is okay. The music is bad compared to Stellar Blade music. The graphics is good compared to Minecraft. Overall, Mario. Jason XXX12, you stop that right now. The music is bad compared to Stellar Blade is a great... What type of comparison is that? One's about a cute robot, the other's about boobies. The graphics are good compared to Minecraft? The movie? Or the game with the cubes? Now, I don't know if he was trolling in general, but the overall Mario is a valid take only because if you watch the Game Awards, the people that made the game actually admitted they were inspired by Mario. So whether or not he was trying to be a troll, it accidentally worked out. So get owned, Jason XXX12. Let's move on to the next game. Final Fantasy VII, the waifu game. More boobs. The original soundtrack has some decent songs, I guess, and graphics are nice sometimes. Everything else is a massive downgrade from the original. Why are the graphics only nice sometimes? Farts. What a classy way to say farts. Hold on, I'm getting sidetracked. Farts? Oh, sorry, I just farts. Farts. Stay on topic. Decent songs, I guess. Why does he guess? You need to be confident, farts. Everything else, massive downgrade. I can't really argue with facts. Furts says everything else, downgrade. Boobies, downgrade. Furts you, Furts. Am I right? Outstanding, expansive, incredible, never seen before, levels of bloat. I gotta give it to Square. I didn't think it was possible to pad a game with this much mind-numbing, boring, uncreative filler. Slow clap. Slow clapping is the most disrespectful thing after insulting them. You know, I'm having a great time, and I'm wondering if I can get your number.
I have a boyfriend.
You got no game and no maidens. Why are you clapping? I didn't get her number. On top of that, you built like a short-necked giraffe. Damn, short neck? Stop clapping! Just the fact that the slow clap implies that he thinks the company is stupid. But in reality, if you really think about it, he bought the game. He gave his money to the stupid company, if you think about it then. So in reality, let me check the data here. Who's the real stupid one? It was me all along. God damn! I rated this a 10 out of 10 and voted it for Game of the Year. Doing good so far. I was loving everything about it. Okay. Until I got to Kate's Sith level escape something. What? And that was damn frustrating. This game's a 0 out of 10 to me now that I'm mad. But maybe I'll change it to a 1 in the future. Loved this game, but the 1 level made me despise it. And Kate, which used to be super cute. But there's a lot to unpack here. Was a 10 out of 10 and then a 0. It's a bit of a drastic change for just 1 level, if I say so. But that's just me. I'm just an internet guy. I'm not reviewer guy. You got mad at 1 level and gave it a 0. Now I hate to break it to you, Duraniski. That sounds like a skill issue. You know me, #1 skill issue over here. And now you despise it in Kate, which used to be super cute. Listen guys, I don't really know if I'm missing something, but I don't really see what is different from Kate now from then. It looks just the same. One can say Kate looks graphically even better. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could reply to this because it's December 12th and it's a little under a month, but the person still hasn't given it a 1. So, but maybe I'll change it to a 1 in the future. So guess you never wanted to. You didn't like the idea of giving it a 1 and will forever leave it a 0. I can't take it knowing that Doroniski will forever leave Final Fantasy as a 0. Turn it to a 1 right now. Cat is still super cute. I don't give a damn what the name is. Elden Ring DLC now. Elden Ring DLC was already controversial because it was added into the Game of the Year nominees, which again, it's a DLC, so it's not really fair, and I agree, I don't think that's fair. So let's see what the reviews have to say about the game, whether it even was worth it to be nominated. Oh God, that's a lot. In the name of God, can someone tell me the difference between Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and this game? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Guys! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Those are all the same game. Wake up! Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Why are you insist on playing the same game with different titles and blindly giving it a high score? Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. The only thing you do in all these games are crawling on the ground like a fox, memorizing the patterns of the silly bosses. Hehe, these bosses are so silly. Look how silly this boss is. Together we will devour the very god. I'm gonna skip through a little bit more because now he's just yapping. But I'm gonna read this last part because he's a hypocrite in my opinion. I respect the Sekiro games from the same team. It has a different mechanic and at least meaningful story back in the game up. But this is a false idol. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You ever heard of a Call of Duty game? You ever heard of 2K? Can you tell me what the concept of every one of those games are? It's the same type of mechanic with a little bit different. But for some reason, the Elden Ring and the Souls-like games all get treated wrongly. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know. I just don't understand that. What false idol? It's just a game. Brother, there's a reason the genre is now called Souls-like, because that's kind of the genre. No way. It's a good game, but I didn't enjoy it. I think this game is overhyped. I bought it, and after 1 month, I went to sell it and buy another game. That sounds like you enjoyed the game long enough. Give or take, depending on what month, there's about 30 days in a month. And if you did play the game every day of that month, for a minimum an hour, you would have played the game for 30 hours, which in result means you spent a little more than a day of your life playing that game. Sounds like you got your money's worth no matter what. That's what I'm saying. And then you sold it and bought another game? Welcome to the real world. Everybody does that. Get out of here, Alexander VQ09. I hate this from the bottom of my heart. If this is the future of video games, I'm out. I'm out. Thousands of games being made every year. One of the most financially successful industries in the world. I'm out. I can't take games anymore. One game ruined thousands of games for me. I'm out. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in a curveball now, guys. We're gonna throw Paper Mario in. Let's see what people had to say about Paper Mario, a game that got updated for the Switch. That was it. Remember, same game from the GameCube, but now it's updated. Let's see what they had to say about that. Terrible game, awful, no good. If you lost on health and stuck somewhere to a tavern to refill them up. On items and health, you're stuck. Dude, you're stuck. What are you saying, bro? I feel like if you can't write a normal, complete sentence, you're not allowed to give a written review. That's just my opinion. Adam30, you can argue against me, but you also gave Paper Mario a 0, and nothing deserves a 0. I'm gonna argue with you. Even if it's the worst game of all time, it could be a 1, but it won't be a 0. There's no zeros in my opinion, and there's no 10s. Stop giving games 0, just because your feelings are hurt, because you suck. Adam30, learn how to write a sentence. I wanna see more from the developer. You mean Nintendo? In this world in particular. But in terms of gameplay, it needs more content, more variation, and a greater sense of affecting the world to be fully engaging experience. This is a GameCube game, bro. All I did was just made it look nicer. I want to see more from the developer. It's Nintendo in this world particular. Bro, there's like 7 Paper Mario games. Just pick one of them and learn from that one after. In terms of gameplay, it needs more content. How old is Paper Mario? I'm getting a headache. Damn, I'm old. Paper Mario came out in 2004. In terms of gameplay, you're not gonna get more from a 2004 game that hasn't actually been truly remastered. And it's Nintendo, just say Nintendo, don't say developer. I don't know why that bothers me so much. Whatever, moving on to the next game. We'll keep it to that same developer. And we're gonna go to Zelda. Just like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, this Zelda has 0 challenge to it. For me, Zelda has always been defined as a challenging puzzles. Sadly, I think this spells the end of the love affair with this franchise. It breaks my heart. Little Kill Poppy just low-key flexed on us right now. This man just said that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom had 0 challenge to it. 0 challenge to it. As an avid Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom fan, let me see you play this game, because obviously I'm not doing something right. What the? 0 challenge? Dude must be the best Breath of the Wild player in the world. And you know what, Little Kill Poppy? You got it. But it breaks my heart too. You know, it's a really sad day to know that a breakup just happened. Little Kill Poppy has now just broken up the Legend of Zelda franchise. This breaks all of our hearts. I'm so sad. You can tell how sad I am by how many times I will repeat, I'm so sad. Moving on. On to Balatro. I feel should not honestly have any bad reviews, right? It's just a card game. I don't like the theme, or better, it has no theme, which bothers me. Otherwise, the game is okay, but just didn't grab me. I appreciate you giving it a 4, but to say this game has no theme, when you look at any screenshots of the game, you don't even need to play the game. Just look at any screenshots, and behind the cards, what do you see? That right there, my friend, is a theme. So I rest my case. I'll be here for the rest of this video. Thank you. Thank you. Please smash like. Thank you. Refunded after about an hour. It's just a poker with RNG roguelike mechanics. The fact that this game was $10 is pure ripoff. I'm never listening to another Gen Z reviewer ever again. They'll easily entertained? You mean they are easily entertained, I'm assuming? We all have goldfish brains. If cards make you hee hee hoo hoo, then let them hee hee hoo hoo. I looked up Balatro right here, right? Balatro is a 2024 poker-themed roguelike deck-building game. So homie saying it's poker with RNG roguelike mechanics, just explain the game. Thank you for explaining how the game works. I'm getting so upset, guys. I'm angry, there's too much negative energy. Get out of here! I'm good now, guys, we're good. Weirdly acceptable. Hey, there's this game, it's super addictive. Weirdly unacceptable. Hey, there's this game. You'll stop brushing your teeth and maintaining friendships. I don't really understand if this is a diss to the game or a compliment to the game. Technically 727 gave it a 0, so it's an insult to the game, but like, I don't really have much friends, so that's fine, but the brushing the teeth part is crazy. I can't tell if he's dissing, so I don't really know how to come back from that. We'll let it slide. I don't like that he gave him a 0. To Mario Party. One of the best multiplayer games for me. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Thank you, Nintendo. Gave him a 1. Yo, you can't make this up. I didn't make it up. Someone else did technically, but you can't. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Gives it a 1. I love this. Now that's some top tier trolling. This game is absolute. My mom hates me now, and she's absolute at this game. I hope this game burns to the ground and never comes back again. I don't think your mom hates you for this game. There's got to be a deeper meaning. Mario Party, it could not ruin you and your mother's relationship. There's clearly some therapy that needs to go on. Now this is not the video for that, but I do recommend you going to some therapy. That's just my advice. And I hope you and your mother feels better. That is all the bad reviews I have for this video. I kind of ended it on a weird one with that last take, but hey, you know, no big deal. Every day is our day, obviously. Yes. And I'll see you on the next one.